What if 2026 holds more for you than just another set of resolutions, another cycle of hopeful starts and eventual fade-outs? Take a moment, truly pause, and reflect on the past New Year's. Do you recognize that familiar pattern? That surge of optimism as January begins? The meticulous planning, the heartfelt promises we make to ourselves? We envision a healthier self, a more prosperous career, deeper relationships, greater peace. We invest our hopes, our energy, our willpower. Yet, for so many of us, as the weeks turn into months, that initial spark often dims. The new habits falter, the grand plans collect dust, and we find ourselves, perhaps by spring or summer, subtly sliding back into the very patterns we vowed to leave behind. That familiar, quiet disappointment begins to settle in, a feeling of, here we go again. It's not a failure of desire. It's often a failure of strategy, a reliance on limited human strength alone, on good intentions that lack a deeper, unwavering foundation. But what if this year truly could break that cycle? Not through sheer willpower, not through another list of resolutions that fades with the winter chill, but through an intentional, powerful, divine partnership. Imagine, with me, a year not just wished for with a fleeting breath, or painstakingly earned through endless struggle and personal sacrifice, but a year literally guaranteed. A year marked by undeniable, divinely orchestrated breakthroughs in every single aspect of your life. Every area you care about deeply, every corner of your existence that longs for renewal. Think about it, a breakthrough in your finances, where provision flows effortlessly, where lack gives way to abundance. A breakthrough in your relationships, where understanding deepens, forgiveness blossoms, and love multiplies. A breakthrough in your health, where vitality and well-being are not just desired but actively restored and sustained. A breakthrough in your inner world, where the incessant noise of anxiety is replaced by a profound, abiding sense of peace that transcends all understanding. This isn't about hoping for a few marginal improvements. It's about fundamentally transforming your entire landscape for 2026, from the ground up, from the inside out. We often approach the new year relying solely on our own grit, our own intelligence, our own limited resources. We make our plans. We strive, we push, often to the point of exhaustion. And yes, there's a place for diligence, for effort, for intentional action. But in those moments of profound exhaustion, of unexpected roadblocks that seem insurmountable, of wondering why our very best intentions don't always manifest into lasting, tangible transformation, doesn't a profound question emerge from the depths of your soul? Is there a higher way? A more certain, more potent path perhaps that we haven't fully explored or truly understood? A path illuminated by an ancient wisdom? This isn't about trial and error anymore, my dear friend. This isn't about simply tossing a prayer into the vastness of the universe or clinging to a fleeting, generic optimism that lacks true anchoring. This is about something far more profound, far more active, far more strategic, and ultimately, far more powerful. This is about intentionally, decisively activating a spiritual blueprint, a divinely ordained plan that predates any resolution you could ever write down, a plan that already holds the keys to your abundance, your clarity, your strength, your very destiny. It's about stepping into a living, breathing partnership with a power far greater than your own, a power that desires your thriving, your joy, and your fulfillment, even more than you do yourself. Right here, right now, in this very moment, we are going to embark on a transformative journey together. A journey to unlock 4 ancient, incredibly powerful Psalms. And when I speak of Psalms today, please understand, I am not just talking about beautiful poetry or comforting words to be read from an old book when you need solace. These aren't merely sacred texts to be admired from a distance or recited by rote, without genuine engagement. No, these are living, breathing, divine activation codes. Think of them as spiritual keys, precise and potent, meticulously crafted by divine inspiration to open doors you might not even realize were locked within your spirit, within your circumstances, within your future. They are blueprints, yes, but more than that, they are dynamic commands, declarations designed to usher in a cascade of blessings, overflowing, holistic prosperity that touches every corner of your existence. a profound and unshakable peace that guards your heart and mind, standing firm regardless of external storms or internal anxieties. An unwavering, impenetrable protection that shields you from the seen and unseen challenges, the spiritual and physical attacks that life inevitably brings, and a crystal-clear purpose, a divine GPS that guides your every step, illuminating your path and aligning you perfectly with your true calling, with the reason you are here. All of this woven intimately into every single fiber of your 2026. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about being fundamentally, spiritually, practically, and emotionally transformed from the inside out. It's about experiencing a new year that authentically reflects the true, abundant, and purposeful life you were undeniably created to live. If you are genuinely ready to move beyond just hoping, beyond just striving, and instead begin truly claiming, wholeheartedly, unequivocally claiming your divine inheritance for this new year. If you are ready to witness tangible shifts, experience miraculous breakthroughs, and embrace a level of fulfillment you've only dared to dream of, then you simply cannot afford to miss a single, transformative moment of what we are about to explore together. This journey, I promise you, will irrevocably change your perspective, your daily actions, and ultimately your entire year. Let us step into it with open hearts, expectant spirits, and a readiness to receive. You know, as we stand here right on the threshold of 2026, a truly fresh beginning, it's worth asking ourselves a crucial question, isn't it? How many times have we approached this moment, filled with human resolve, armed with our best intentions, making grand declarations about what we will achieve, what we will change, what we will become? We craft those meticulous lists of resolutions, commit to new habits, promise ourselves that this year will be different, and often we start strong, don't we? There's a certain invigorating energy that comes with a clean slate. But then, as the weeks turn into months, as the initial fervor wanes, and as life inevitably throws its curveballs, those resolutions, those beautiful intentions often begin to fray. We find ourselves, perhaps subtly, perhaps dramatically, drifting back towards the familiar, comfortable patterns we swore to leave behind. It's a disheartening cycle, isn't it? A testament to the limits of our own strength, our own willpower, our own singular effort. We push, we strive, we burn out, and sometimes we simply give up, concluding that perhaps this kind of sustained transformation is just too difficult, too elusive. But what if, just for a moment, we considered a different approach? What if the secret to a truly transformative 2026 isn't simply more human effort, more grit, more self-discipline, but rather a deeper, more intentional alignment? What if there exists a higher way, an ancient wisdom, a spiritual partnership designed to carry us through not just the initial burst of January, but through every single month, every single challenge, every single triumph of the entire year? This is not about negating your effort, not at all. It's about empowering it, infusing it with a divine current that makes the impossible possible, that sustains you when your own strength falters, that illuminates your path when doubt clouds your vision. This is about stepping beyond the limitations of purely human endeavor and inviting the divine into every facet of your New Year's journey. For millennia, the Psalms weren't just cherished texts. They were potent declarations. They were not merely read from a distance, they were spoken, proclaimed, prayed with an unwavering conviction that they carried the very breath of the divine. Imagine that for a moment, words not just to inform, but to transform. They were used by ancient seekers, by kings and prophets, by ordinary people navigating extraordinary circumstances, as spiritual lenses through which to view and, more importantly, to actively reshape their reality. They are not passive reflections, they are active pronouncements. They are keys that unlock spiritual power, tools that carve pathways where none seem to exist. These 4 specific psalms we will explore today, they aren't just a random selection from a vast collection of sacred verses. No, they have been strategically chosen, precisely because they address the core desires and challenges we all face as we step into a new cycle, a new chapter. Each one is a targeted, potent, prophetic declaration over your coming year. They are designed to speak life, truth, and divine intention directly into your 2026. Think about the world we live in, the uncertainties that swirl around us both globally and personally, the rapid pace of change, the constant influx of information, the anxieties about the future, the yearning for stability and meaning in an often chaotic landscape. In such a world, our human resolutions often feel fragile, easily shattered by external pressures or internal doubts. This is why we need something more. We need an anchor, something that holds us firm when the waves crash. We need a compass, something that consistently points us towards our true north, our divine purpose when distractions abound. And we need a shield, something that protects our spirit, our peace, our well-being from the unseen arrows of fear, doubt, and negativity. These psalms, when understood and activated with intentionality, offer precisely that. They are not just historical relics. They are living, breathing spiritual technologies, ready to be deployed in your life right now for 2026. They are designed to give you clarity when confusion reigns, strength when you feel weak, peace when chaos erupts, and a profound sense of purpose when you question your direction. They are the divine strategy for your most blessed year yet. Now let us turn our gaze to the very first divine activation code for your 2026, a blueprint, a sacred architecture designed to lay the unshakable foundation for what we call holistic prosperity. When we speak of prosperity, my dear friend, let us immediately expand our understanding beyond the narrow confines of mere financial gain. While financial blessings are certainly part of the divine tapestry, true, holistic prosperity encompasses so much more, doesn't it? It includes vibrant health that allows you to pursue your passions with energy and vigor. It embraces flourishing relationships where love, understanding, and genuine connection abound, both in your family and your wider community. It speaks to an abundance of opportunity, doors opening that once seemed closed, pathways appearing where before there was only wall, and yes, it absolutely includes a spiritual richness, an inner wellspring that never runs dry, no matter the external circumstances. This psalm is not just about getting more, it's about becoming more, aligning yourself with the very source of all good things. It's about creating an environment, both internal and external, where blessings naturally flow, where every seed you plant, every effort you make, yields a bountiful harvest. Consider the timeless wisdom embedded in Psalm 1, a passage that many of us may have heard countless times, but perhaps never truly allowed its depth to penetrate our understanding. It speaks of the blessed person as being like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in its season and whose leaf does not wither. Pause for a moment and reflect on that image. A tree, not a seed scattered by the wind, landing wherever chance dictates. Not a fragile seedling struggling in dry, barren ground, but a tree, intentionally planted. What does that word, planted, truly convey to your spirit? It implies purpose, deliberate placement, a careful hand guiding its roots to a source of life-giving nourishment. This isn't a passive existence, it's a chosen, aligned position. This psalm, you see, reveals that prosperity isn't some random lottery win or a stroke of pure luck. It flows directly from intentional alignment, from the choices we make about where we allow our roots to draw sustenance. It teaches us that to truly prosper, we must discern and choose the streams of water that will nourish our spirits, our minds, our bodies, and our endeavors. What are those streams in your life? Are they sources of wisdom, inspiration, positivity, and growth? Or are they stagnant waters of negativity, doubt, and destructive influences? The health of your tree, your entire life in 2026, depends entirely on the quality of the streams you are drawing from, the ground you are rooted in. The psalm continues, promising that this tree yields its fruit in its season and whose leaf does not wither. This speaks to a sustained, consistent flourishing. It is not about a sudden, fleeting burst of success that quickly fades. It's about a deep-rooted resilience, a vitality that allows you to bear fruit, not out of struggle, but naturally, abundantly, in its appointed time. This promise offers incredible comfort, doesn't it? It reminds us that there is a divine timing for everything. Our task is to remain rooted, to remain connected to those life-giving streams, and trust that the fruit will come. The leaf does not wither, signifying enduring strength, an internal well-being that isn't shaken by external winds or seasonal changes. This resilience, this unwavering strength, is a hallmark of true, holistic prosperity. It means that even when challenges arise, you possess an inner fortitude, a spiritual resource that prevents you from withering, allowing you to weather any storm. This is not about avoiding the storms. It is about being unshakable in their midst, knowing your roots go deep into an eternal source. So, how do we activate this blueprint for prosperity in our lives, starting today for 2026? I invite you to cultivate what I call a sacred rooting ritual. For just 5 minutes each morning as you begin your day, I want you to declare Psalm 1, not just read it, but speak it aloud, allowing its truth to resonate within you. As you do, visualize yourself as that tree. Feel your roots extending deep, deep into the earth, connecting with clear, flowing streams of pure, life-giving water. See yourself drawing in nourishment, strength, and divine energy. Then ask yourself 2 profound questions. What streams am I consciously choosing to draw from today? What spiritual practices? What positive inputs? What wisdom? What relationships are truly nourishing my soul and my purpose? And conversely, are there any stagnant waters, any toxic influences, any unfruitful ground that I need to intentionally detach from so my roots can find purer sustenance? This intentional practice, this daily grounding, will begin to align your life with the principles of holistic prosperity, causing whatever you do to prosper. This is not just a hope, it is a profound declaration, an active participation in your own blessing. You know, as we stand here right on the threshold of 2026, a truly fresh beginning, it's worth asking ourselves a crucial question, isn't it? How many times have we approached this moment, filled with human resolve, armed with our best intentions, making grand declarations about what we will achieve, what we will change, what we will become? We craft those meticulous lists of resolutions, commit to new habits, promise ourselves that this year will be different, and often we start strong, don't we? There's a certain invigorating energy that comes with a clean slate. But then, as the weeks turn into months, as the initial fervor wanes, and as life inevitably throws its curveballs, those resolutions, those beautiful intentions often begin to fray. We find ourselves, perhaps subtly, perhaps dramatically, drifting back towards the familiar, comfortable patterns we swore to leave behind. It's a disheartening cycle, isn't it? A testament to the limits of our own strength, our own willpower, our own singular effort. We push, we strive, we burn out, and sometimes we simply give up, concluding that perhaps this kind of sustained transformation is just too difficult, too elusive. We are caught in a loop, desiring profound change yet employing the same strategies that have historically yielded limited, or at least temporary results. But what if, just for a moment, we considered a different approach? What if the secret to a truly transformative 2026 isn't simply more human effort, more grit, more self-discipline, but rather a deeper, more intentional alignment? What if there exists a higher way, an ancient wisdom, a spiritual partnership designed to carry us through not just the initial burst of January, but through every single month, every single challenge, every single triumph of the entire year? This is not about negating your effort, not at all. It's about empowering it, infusing it with a divine current that makes the impossible possible, that sustains you when your own strength falters, that illuminates your path when doubt clouds your vision. This is about stepping beyond the limitations of purely human endeavor and inviting the divine into every facet of your New Year's journey. It is about understanding that true, lasting change often begins not with a force of will, but with a surrender to a greater will, a co-creation with the Creator who already holds the blueprint for your flourishing. For millennia, the Psalms weren't just cherished texts, they were potent declarations. They were not merely read from a distance, they were spoken, proclaimed, prayed with an unwavering conviction that they carried the very breath of the divine. Imagine that for a moment. Words not just to inform, but to transform. They were used by ancient seekers, by kings and prophets, by ordinary people navigating extraordinary circumstances, as spiritual lenses through which to view and, more importantly, to actively reshape their reality. They are not passive reflections. They are active pronouncements. They are keys that unlock spiritual power, tools that carve pathways where none seem to exist. This isn't just about reading a book. It's about engaging with living scripture, allowing it to penetrate your spirit and speak directly to your circumstances. The power isn't in the ink on the page, but in the divine intention behind the words, activated by your faith and declaration. These 4 specific psalms we will explore today, they aren't just a random selection from a vast collection of sacred verses. No, they have been strategically chosen, precisely because they address the core desires and challenges we all face as we step into a new cycle, a new chapter. Each one is a targeted, potent prophetic declaration over your coming year. They are designed to speak life, truth, and divine intention directly into your 2026. Think of them not as mere suggestions, but as spiritual mandates, as divine promises waiting for your affirmation. These aren't just feel-good verses. These are strategic spiritual weapons carefully chosen to equip you for the specific battles and blessings of the new year. They are your spiritual roadmap, your divine toolkit. Think about the world we live in, the uncertainties that swirl around us both globally and personally, the rapid pace of change, the constant influx of information, the anxieties about the future, the yearning for stability and meaning in an often chaotic landscape. In such a world, our human resolutions often feel fragile, easily shattered by external pressures or internal doubts. This is why we need something more. We need an anchor, something that holds us firm when the waves crash against our boat, threatening to capsize us. We need a compass, something that consistently points us towards our true north, our divine purpose, when distractions abound and the fog of confusion attempts to obscure our path. And we need a shield, something that protects our spirit, our peace, our well-being from the unseen arrows of fear, doubt, and negativity that the enemy of our souls relentlessly hurls our way. These psalms, when understood and activated with intentionality, offer precisely that. They are not just historical relics. They are living, breathing spiritual technologies, ready to be deployed in your life, right now, for 2026. They are designed to give you clarity when confusion reigns, strength when you feel weak, peace when chaos erupts, and a profound sense of purpose when you question your direction. They are the divine strategy for your most blessed year yet. They offer a stable, eternal foundation in an ever-shifting world, providing not just comfort, but power, not just hope, but certainty. This is your opportunity to step into 2026, not merely prepared, but divinely empowered. As we journey forward into this promising new year of 2026, having just explored the profound blueprint for holistic prosperity, it's only natural that our thoughts turn to what lies ahead. We anticipate blessings, yes, but we also acknowledge the world's realities. The unknown can feel daunting, can it? There are challenges we can foresee and those that emerge unexpectedly, those unseen arrows that life sometimes launches our way. In a world that often feels unpredictable, where the headlines are filled with uncertainty and personal storms can arise without warning, how do we navigate? How do we ensure that the prosperity we are cultivating is not just an ephemeral bloom, easily withered by adversity, but something deeply rooted and protected? This is precisely why our next divine activation code for 2026 is so profoundly vital. It is your divine shield, meticulously designed not just to deflect negativity, but to secure your path, to guard your spirit, and to ensure that you walk in confidence, regardless of what the year may bring. This isn't merely about avoiding harm. It's about walking through life with an unshakable sense of security, knowing you are covered, you are safe, you are protected. Now let us turn our hearts and minds to a psalm that has comforted countless souls throughout history, a testament to God's unwavering commitment to His children, Psalm 91. Perhaps you know it, perhaps its verses have been whispered in moments of fear or uncertainty. It speaks of dwelling in the secret place of the Most High and abiding under the shadow of the Almighty. It promises deliverance from snares, from pestilence, from terror. It speaks of angels bearing you up, of treading upon serpents and lions. Powerful imagery, isn't it? But here's where we pause for deeper reflection, to uncover the uncommon interpretation that truly unlocks its power for 2026. This psalm is not a passive promise that simply materializes because you exist. It is profoundly an invitation to abide, to dwell, to cultivate a conscious, intimate relationship with the divine. It's an act of proactive faith, not reactive fear. True protection, you see, isn't just about God stepping in when things go wrong. It's about you choosing to step into His presence before they even begin. It's about making His presence your home, your sanctuary, your constant dwelling place. When we choose to abide, we place ourselves directly under His shadow, His covering, His unfailing care. This isn't just a physical protection from external harm, though it certainly includes that. This is a spiritual protection that guards your mind from anxiety, your heart from despair, and your purpose from being derailed. It is resilience woven into the very fabric of your being. It teaches us that threats may loom, but they cannot penetrate the covering of the Almighty when you are consciously abiding there. It's about cultivating a discernment that recognizes false alarms and a courage that stands firm against real ones, all from a place of unshakable faith. Think of it this way: to dwell in the secret place isn't a one-time visit. It's a lifestyle, a continuous orientation of your heart and mind towards the divine. It means actively choosing His perspective over the world's panic. It means trusting His promises more than your fears. It means understanding that true security comes not from the absence of danger, but from the ever-present, unwavering presence of the one who holds all things in His hands, even within the valley of the shadow. This psalm becomes a declaration of your allegiance, a statement of where your trust truly lies. And in that declaration, a shield is raised, not by your might, but by His grace, activated by your faithful abiding. It speaks to a deep internal resilience that allows you to face the unknowns of 2026 with a calm assurance, knowing you are not alone, you are not vulnerable, you are not without defense. The storms may rage, but you are sheltered. The arrows may fly, but they cannot reach you within the shadow of the Almighty. This protection is comprehensive. It covers your coming and going, your waking and sleeping, your every step throughout the year. So how do we activate this divine shield, this protective aura declaration, daily for 2026? I encourage you to begin each day, after your sacred rooting ritual, with Psalm 91. Declare it aloud. Speak its powerful verses over yourself, over your loved ones, over your home, your finances, your career, your health. As you declare each line, visualize a brilliant, impenetrable light emanating from within you, extending outward to encompass every area you are speaking over. See this light forming a protective bubble, a divine aura around you, making you untouchable by fear, by negativity, by sickness, by lack. Envision this light strengthening your spirit, filling you with courage, and establishing a sanctuary wherever you go. This isn't a fleeting wish. It is a powerful spiritual exercise that engages your faith, your words, and your imagination to literally co-create a protected space for your 2026. Make it a daily practice, a non-negotiable moment where you consciously wrap yourself and your world in the protective embrace of the Most High. This is how you walk into 2026, not just hoping for safety, but actively, confidently claiming your divine protection. As we stand on the threshold of 2026, having laid the groundwork for holistic prosperity and raised our divine shield of protection, we must now address what truly anchors the soul amidst life's inevitable storms. Think about the world around us, and even the world within us. It's often a relentless cacophony, isn't it? A constant buzz of demands, expectations, information overload, anxieties about the future, regrets about the past. This perpetual motion, this digital clamor, this internal wrestling match, it often leaves us feeling drained, fragmented, longing for something truly elusive, genuine, unshakable inner peace. Without it, even prosperity can feel hollow, and protection can seem fragile. What good is outer abundance if your inner world is in turmoil? What solace is external safety if your mind races with worry? For 2026, the greatest blessing, the most profound gift we can cultivate, is precisely this: an inner sanctuary, a profound stillness that no external circumstance can disrupt. This psalm, my friend, is your personal gateway to that sacred tranquility, a divine pathway to a peace that surpasses all understanding. Let us now turn our hearts to Psalm 23, a passage so deeply woven into the fabric of faith that its words often bring immediate comfort. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It speaks of green pastures, still waters, a restored soul, a table prepared in the presence of enemies, and goodness and mercy following us all the days of our lives. It's a vision of profound security and provision, isn't it? But let's delve deeper, beyond the familiar, to truly grasp its uncommon interpretation as your gateway to peace in 2026. This psalm isn't merely stating that the Lord provides. It's inviting us into a profound experience of trust, a surrender that unlocks an entirely different dimension of peace. Notice it speaks of being led through the valley of the shadow of death. This is crucial. It acknowledges that difficult times, challenging seasons, valleys of doubt or despair are an undeniable part of the human journey. The promise here isn't the absence of the valley, but the unwavering presence of peace within the valley. It means that even when the path darkens, even when fear whispers, even when uncertainty looms large, you can still experience a profound sense of calm, because your shepherd, the source of all peace, is right there with you. This psalm, therefore, is a masterclass in divine stillness amidst chaos. It teaches us that true rest isn't found in escaping our problems, but in cultivating a deep, abiding trust that allows us to find repose, even in the midst of them. It's about consciously choosing to lean on the shepherd, to allow him to lead you beside still waters, even when the world around you is a raging torrent. This cultivation of trust, this intentional act of surrendering control to the one who knows the path perfectly, that is the secret. When you truly embrace the idea that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, a profound shift occurs within. The frantic striving, the anxious grasping, the ceaseless worrying, these begin to dissipate, replaced by a quiet confidence, a serene assurance. This psalm invites you to let go of the burden of needing to control every outcome, every detail, every potential threat. It encourages you to find your rest in His provision, His guidance, His unfailing care. It fosters a mindfulness of His presence that dissolves the illusion of isolation and vulnerability. It is about actively allowing your soul to be restored, not by forced effort, but by divine leading. So how do we activate this gateway to peace, this transformative power of Psalm 23, daily for 2026? I invite you to implement what I call the divine rest ritual. When overwhelm strikes, and let's be honest, it will, when anxieties begin to mount, when your mind races with concerns about your finances, your health, your relationships, your future, or even the smallest daily frustrations, I want you to find a quiet moment. Just a few minutes. Close your eyes, take a deep cleansing breath, and consciously declare Psalm 23. Speak it slowly, deliberately, allowing each word to sink deep into your spirit. As you declare, intentionally breathe in peace. Visualize it filling every cell of your being, calming every anxious thought, soothing every frayed nerve. And as you exhale, release anxiety, release fear, release the burden of control. Imagine these worries leaving your body with each out-breath, replaced by an increasing sense of tranquility and lightness. Let its words become your spiritual lullaby, a gentle yet powerful force guiding you back to a state of profound calm, reminding you that you are led, you are sustained, you are protected, and you are never alone. This practice isn't about ignoring your problems, it's about approaching them from a place of divine centeredness, allowing solutions to emerge from a calm, clear mind, rather than from a panicked, reactive one. It's your daily infusion of God's perfect peace. We have journeyed together, my friend, laying the rich soil for prosperity, raising an impenetrable shield of protection, and discovering the profound wellspring of unshakable peace. These are magnificent gifts, aren't they? But pause for a moment and consider, what is all this abundance, this security, this inner calm, without a clear sense of where you are going? What good is a calm sea if you have no destination, no guiding star? What is the purpose of being well-resourced and well-guarded if you feel adrift? If the days blur into one another without a deeper meaning, a sense of contribution, a fulfilling direction? Many people achieve great success, amass great wealth, cultivate perfect tranquility, yet still feel an emptiness, a nagging question in their spirit, a silent whisper asking, "Why am I here?" Without a profound sense of purpose, even the most blessed life can feel unmoored, lacking its true north. This is why our final divine activation code for 2026 is so profoundly essential. It is your divine compass, specially designed to illuminate your true purpose, to clarify your path, and to align your every step with the reason you were uniquely brought into existence. This isn't about finding a job. It's about discovering your calling, your unique contribution to the divine plan, the very reason your soul yearns to awaken each day. Let us now focus our hearts and minds on a deeply revealing verse, Psalm 37, verse 4, a passage that holds the key to unlocking your divine direction. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Many times this verse is misunderstood, interpreted as a cosmic vending machine. If I make God happy, He'll give me whatever I want. But let's uncover its deeper, more transformative meaning, its uncommon interpretation for your purposeful 2026. This isn't about manipulating the divine. It's about a profound internal alignment that recalibrates your desires themselves. When you truly delight yourself in the Lord, when your deepest joy and satisfaction are found in His presence, in His truth, in His character, something miraculous happens within your spirit. Your desires begin to shift. They begin to purify, to align with His perfect will for your life. The superficial wants, the fleeting whims, the things that often lead to emptiness or frustration, they start to recede. And in their place, genuine, spirit-birthed desires, desires that are perfectly aligned with your divine purpose, begin to emerge, vibrant and clear. This psalm, you see, reveals that purpose isn't found by frantic external searching, by endlessly chasing after the next trend, the next opportunity, the next validation from the world. It's not about waiting for a sudden dramatic lightning bolt of revelation that dictates your entire life path in one go. Rather, purpose unfolds from within, naturally, organically, when you are in profound, intimate alignment with the divine. It cultivates an inner GPS, a spiritual intuition that guides you towards your true calling. When your delight is in Him, His desires become your desires, and His plans for you become undeniably clear and irresistible. This means that the desires of your heart that He grants are not merely your original unrefined wishes, but the very best, the most fulfilling, the most impactful desires that He has already placed within you, waiting for your heart to connect with His. This connection brings forth a clarity that cuts through confusion, a conviction that stands firm against doubt, and a passion that fuels your every step forward. This is how you discover the unique masterpiece you were created to be, the unique impact you are meant to make. Think about it. How much time do we spend trying to figure out our purpose? Reading books, attending seminars, seeking external advice, always looking outside ourselves. While those resources can be helpful, this psalm points us inward, to the divine wellspring within. It suggests that the answer isn't some complex puzzle to be solved, but a truth to be uncovered through delight and intimacy. When you choose to make God your ultimate source of joy and contentment, your heart becomes a vessel through which His purpose for you can be clearly communicated, understood, and passionately pursued. This is how your true north is illuminated, not by guesswork, but by divine light. This gives your prosperity meaning, your protection strength, and your peace depth, because all are now directed towards a higher, more fulfilling end. So how do we activate this divine compass, this path to purpose, daily for 2026? I invite you to engage in what I call the purposeful journaling prompt. After your sacred rooting ritual and your protective aura declaration, take a few quiet moments, perhaps with a journal, and declare Psalm 37, verse 4. Speak it aloud. Feel its truth resonate within you. Then, with an open heart and a receptive spirit, ask yourself these profound questions. allowing the divine to speak through your thoughts and feelings. Ask, what truly brings me deep, abiding joy that also serves others, that echoes a greater good? Not just fleeting happiness, but deep, soul-level joy. Ask, what whispers of divine direction am I hearing today in my quiet moments, in my prayer, in the moments of awe and wonder? These whispers are often the nudges, the gentle redirections, the affirmations of your path. And then reflect, how can I align my daily choices, my talents, my passions with these emerging desires, these divine inclinations, making every step a purposeful one? This psalm, activated through sincere delight and thoughtful reflection, becomes your ongoing dialogue with destiny, your constant realignment with the extraordinary reason you are alive. This is how you walk into 2026, not just existing, but living with profound, undeniable purpose. My dear friend, we have walked through sacred ground together, haven't we? We've journeyed through the timeless wisdom of the Psalms, not just as ancient texts, but as living, breathing blueprints for your most extraordinary year yet. You now hold, firmly in your spiritual grasp, not just concepts, but potent, divine activation codes. We have unveiled the sacred architecture for holistic prosperity, designed to root you deeply in the abundant life you were always meant to live, allowing blessings to flow into every area of your existence. We have raised an unshakable divine shield of protection, equipping you to stand firm, secure in an impenetrable covering against any challenge or uncertainty that 2026 might present. We have unlocked the profound gateway to unshakable inner peace, a sanctuary within your spirit, a calm assurance that remains steady regardless of the external storms that may rage. And just now, we have ignited your divine compass for purpose, illuminating your unique path, aligning your heart's truest desires with the very will of the Creator, guiding you to fulfill the profound reason for your existence. These aren't just beautiful words we've explored. These are foundational pillars, spiritual technologies, for a year that promises to transcend anything you've experienced before. But here's the critical juncture, the moment of truth. To merely know these truths, to simply understand these concepts while valuable, is not enough, is it? Knowledge, without application, is simply potential, unrealized power. We can read a map all day long, admiring its intricate details, but until we take that first step, until we begin the journey, the destination remains a distant dream. The profound power within these psalms, this divine wisdom, is not meant to be passively consumed. It is meant to be actively engaged. It's meant to be lived, breathed, declared, woven into the very fabric of your daily existence. It demands your participation, your courageous step of faith. This isn't just about hearing, it's about doing. It's about translating spiritual principles into tangible, life-altering actions. The transformation we seek, the guaranteed breakthroughs we desire for 2026, they emerge from this active engagement, this conscious partnership with the divine principles we've just uncovered. You've been given the keys. Now it's time to use them to unlock the doors. This brings us to what I believe is the most crucial step of all, the 30-day activation challenge. I'm not just asking you to ponder these psalms. I am challenging you with all the love and conviction in my heart to embark on a transformative spiritual experiment, a partnership with the divine that will irrevocably alter the trajectory of your 2026. This isn't a mere suggestion. It's an invitation to prove, to yourself and to the universe, the living, breathing power contained within these sacred texts. For the very first 30 days of 2026, I want you to choose one of these 4 psalms that resonated most deeply with your spirit, the one that spoke to your most pressing need or your most fervent desire. Perhaps it was the promise of prosperity that ignited a spark, or the solace of protection that calmed a fear, or the profound peace that soothed a weary soul, or the clarity of purpose that stirred your deepest longings. Pick that one psalm and make it your primary activation code. Now here's how this challenge unfolds. This chosen psalm is to become your daily declaration, your morning meditation, your evening reflection. Every single day for those 30 days, beginning on January 1st, take a dedicated moment. In the morning, as you greet the new day, declare that psalm aloud. Let its words fill your space, your home, your very being. As you speak it, don't just recite, internalize. Visualize its promises taking root in your life. Throughout your day, let it be your constant companion, a quiet whisper in your heart, a gentle reminder of the divine truth you are actively embracing. And in the evening, before you drift off to sleep, reflect on that psalm once more. Allow its wisdom to permeate your subconscious, to shape your dreams, to prepare your spirit for the breakthroughs of tomorrow. This consistent, focused intention, this daily communion with specific divine truth, creates an energetic field around you, a vibrational match for the blessings you are claiming. This is where faith becomes tangible, where belief translates into experience. This is where you move from merely believing in blessings to actively manifesting them. Your commitment for these 30 days is not just an act of discipline, it's an act of profound trust, an open invitation for the divine to move powerfully in your life. To truly anchor this challenge and observe the undeniable shifts, I urge you to keep what I call a blessings log. This isn't just a journal, it's a testament, a record of divine manifestation. Each day, after your declarations and reflections, simply take a few moments to jot down what you observed. What subtle shifts did you notice? Did a new opportunity present itself? Did a sense of calm replace anxiety in a challenging situation? Did an unexpected provision arrive? Did clarity emerge where there was confusion? Even the smallest occurrences, the gentle nudges, the positive interactions, the moments of inner peace, the sudden insights, the unexpected moments of joy. Write them down. Don't dismiss anything as coincidence. Recognize them as evidence, as confirmations of the divine hand actively at work in your life. This log becomes more than just notes. It becomes your personal chronicle of breakthroughs, your living testimony. It will show you, in tangible detail, that this isn't just faith in theory, but a powerful experiment in divine manifestation, demonstrating the tangible, observable blessings that begin to unfold when you consciously align with God's Word. This log will serve as an incredible source of encouragement, propelling you forward not just for the 30 days but far beyond, as you witness the undeniable results of your activated faith. This challenge, my friend, is your personal invitation to step into a new reality for 2026. It's an opportunity to move beyond the limitations of human effort and into the limitless possibilities of divine partnership. Don't just hear these words. Live them. Choose that one psalm. Commit to these 30 days of activation and prepare to observe the shifts, the breakthroughs, the undeniable blessings that will begin to unfold in every facet of your life. This isn't just about having a better year. It's about fundamentally transforming your relationship with the divine and, in turn, transforming your entire existence. The keys are in your hand. The doors are waiting to be unlocked. Your most blessed year yet begins now with your faithful activation.